Here's basically a step-by-step guide on how to create an assignment on Google Classroom in the right order. The first thing you want to do is give the students a workspace. Before you even go on to Google Classroom, before you go near it, you want to have what you're going to assign them at the ready. So you want to know where are they going to be working? What do you want them to turn in at the end result? Is it going to be a doc? Is it going to be a Google slide, which is like a PowerPoint? Will it be an Excel sheet? Well, basically Google's answer to Excel, which is sheets. Or are you going to create a survey or a quick and easy quiz using Google Forms? You want to have that ready before you decide to assign it. Clearly, you would never assign anything to your students if you didn't have it prepared already. No one's going to hand somebody a blank sheet and then give instructions on what you want put in that blank sheet. No, you're going to give them some kind of frame to work with. That's really important. Otherwise, it's not going to succeed. Let's talk about docs for now. A doc is basically a document, and anything can be on it. It looks a lot like Microsoft Word. It acts a lot like Microsoft Word, but it's interactive. It's web-based. It's cloud-based, and you can collaborate. So it's got a lot of advantages. But basically, anything that you hand to them on paper can be turned into a Google Doc. Vocabulary charts that you may already have in your possession, saved as a Word doc, can easily be converted into a Google Doc. Web-based research projects where you might have had websites written down on a piece of paper. And now students don't have to have a piece of paper and then type it in themselves. They can click a link and go exactly to a web page that you want to look at, and then type their responses back right directly on that doc. Personal essays, all of the writing that we give them. Yeah, there are pros and cons to this, but there is a major advantage to being able to look over your student's shoulder digitally and check their progress, make comments, and they can comment back to you. You can literally write over their answers, which saves a lot of time, and they can see the changes made in real time. Makes a big difference sometimes. So let's take a look at how you prepare a doc and put it on for an assignment. There are multiple ways to get there, but pretty much everything you might ever need to access, as long as you're logged in, you can get to by going to your little waffle up here. You click on that waffle, and you'll see all the options that Google has for you. Drive, Docs, Sheets, Slides, Sites, Calendar. Mainly, your assignments are going to come from either Docs, Slides, and very often Google Forms, which I have a shortcut to right here. So let's take a look at what Docs can be. If you're creating a doc from scratch, you just click here on blank, and you basically now have a doc. If you want to, you can still put a place for the name and the date, and I like to put a little bit of table 1 by 1 and give them a little bit of a frame to put their answers. Kind of gives them a clear idea of where I want their work to be. And then I can, from that, I can create a question. So let's say it's basically what is the capital of Italy? And let's say, just for now, that's my assignment. That's what I want there to be. And maybe I want to prompt them to look at a map of Italy. So I will highlight Italy, click on this little link button here, and right here I can put, they're already suggesting some links I can put to it. So a terrible idea, but here I'll link to Wikipedia. Now a student can click on this and they'll have a link to Italy. I give it a name, sample assignment, and I prefer to spell assignment right, so I'm going to change that. And it has automatically saved. I don't ever have to click save on anything. Everything saves as it goes. Now I go to Classroom. Click on our class. Go to my little plus button in the corner. Click Create Assignment. I click Sample. And I click on Drive. And I have my assignment ready to go. Here it is, sample assignment. Fantastic. I click Add. Can put my due date. Calendar will pop up. I can change my due date. I can go back and edit that at any time. Now here's the most important thing. This little file here. If I click Students Can View File, not the end of the world. They're going to have to make their own copy, but it is kind of a pain in the neck. What I really want to do is click Make a Copy for each student. I think this should be the default, but it isn't yet. You want to click Make a Copy for each student. Do not click Students Can Edit File. Then all of the students will be editing the same file. It basically becomes a graffiti board for them. Make a copy for each student. It'll have their name on it, and they'll have a little button on the top of it that says Turn In, and when they sign on to Google Classroom, as you'll see when you log on to this class, you'll see exactly what this looks like from a student perspective, because you're going to sign on as a student. So that's how you create a quick and easy assignment on Google Classroom. I hope this was helpful. Any questions, you can come see me in person.